Hi Laura, this is Amanda with Digital Velocity, and here is the first screencast that I told you I would shoot for you. So we're going to do the cafe first, and before I get to your website part, I'm going to take you over to Google here. Oops, I'm going to get out of this. So over here on your Google Business listing, this is what's called your Google Business listing. Basically, so there's two parts of a web page, right? So when somebody searches for a place or a service, usually like if I look up Cafe Olympia, there's what's called the map pack right here. So it's the first like 3 or 4 listings next to this little map. And then there's the organic listings down below. So it's two separate things. So basically, to get into the map pack, you need to have an optimized Google Business listing. So this listing here needs to be optimized, making sure that you've got the description completely filled out with a couple of keywords thrown in there, making sure that you have really high quality photos that are geotagged with your location. It's an extra little boost for SEO. Making sure that your business hours are correct and your address and your phone number and all that stuff. So making sure that that's all optimized. And then the second half of it is what's called business citations. So it's basically like any business directory listing that you can get your business in. And so places like Yext, Yellow Pages, BBB, Facebook, anywhere that has a business directory listing. And so my company, what we do with each of our clients is we go and build 200 of those. So that you far surpass your competition, and it takes them a while to catch back up to you. So those two things, the optimized business listing and the citations, are what gets you ranking in that map pack right there. And then down here in the organic section is where your website comes into play. So this is how you rank with your website. And really, we want to get you in both of these areas so that you take up as much real estate on the first page of Google as possible. So, we do both the Google Business listing and, optimizing your website for search engines. So going over to your website here, we talked about how it's a little bit dated. There's some stuff going on here. We're still talking about COVID and everything. I think that we can really spice this up and make it look great. So this is a tool that I use called Ahref. And basically it shows me the back end of your website. So, and pretty much all of your ranking factors and everything. Goodness gracious, this thing won't go away. Okay, let's see here. One second, let me figure this thing out really quick. Okay, there we go. That thing's gone now. Okay, so this is your website and the back end of your website, and I will explain kind of what we got going on here. So as soon as it loads. So there's the DR and the UR score here, and these are basically like the trust that Google has in you, that you are who you say you are and you do what you say you do. And then the UR is the power that's being driven to your website, and you drive power to your website through what's called backlinks. So backlinks are basically any website that has a link that leads back to you. So say that there was a blog post that was about restaurants in Olympia, and there was a link in the text, and it led back to your website. If that website says, hey, it's okay for you to share my power with this website, which is what's called a do follow link, then you get some of that power, and that's how you drive your keywords up in the rankings, because you'll initially show up for the keywords as long as they're in the content on your website. But depending on how much competition there is, and that it'll kind of tell you where you'll show up. So like initially, you probably show up on page 3 or 4 for your keywords, because there's quite a bit of competition for restaurants in Olympia. And then the way you make your way up to the top is by having backlinks. So this is like this is where SEO comes into play. So backlinks are a monthly charge included in SEO. Referring domains are just the websites that host those backlinks. And then keywords are really important. Looks like you've got 210 keywords that you're ranking for, which is bringing you in 117 traffic. Real quick, this is actually not too bad. You want to have what's called the golden ratio. So, ideally this would be like 12 to 12. It's 1-to-1 ratio. So you'll see some here on some of your competition, they're like way off from that. So this is kind of a weak, a weak trust and power, but at least it's pretty even, But taking a look at your keywords here. So this is how you basically get traffic. These are the search queries that people type into Google to find you. So see here, you're ranking for best breakfast Olympia. So what we're looking for here is location specific keywords, because we're trying to target people that are, close to you, so that you have the highest, you can convert for them. So these are really good keywords that you've got going on here. The thing is that you're just ranking low for them. So you're showing up for, a lot of keywords, which is great, but you're, in the 11th position, on the second page here. Let's look at the next one. So yeah, you're, bottom of page 2 here, page 3. So like I said, you're showing up for these keywords, but you're at the bottom of page 3 here. So, people really don't look past the first page. So that's why we need to get you there. So, taking these keywords and making them rank, making, you get into the first 3 positions for these keywords is going to be what's going to drive your traffic up. Because if you look here, so, well, first of all, you're ranking first for your name, so that's good, or menu in your name. Okay, so let's take this one, Best Breakfast Olympia. So the volume is 200 people searching for this month. This is the keyword difficulty, so this is basically like how many people are trying to rank for the word, what kind of competition you have, and really how long it'll take for you to, rank in the first positions. If we're doing a really good SEO strategy. Traffic is, 12 traffic per month is what you're getting from this 200, and you're in the 8th position. So if you were higher than this 8th position, you would be getting more than that 12 traffic. So that's why ranking these, is really important. It looks like there's a pretty healthy amount of search volume too for these words, 150, 100. So it's not like they're all, 20s and 30s. There's some pretty good search volume here. Like this one's 500. But see, you're only getting 1 traffic from this, and that's because you're on the 3rd page of Google. So, yeah, but looking at some of your competition, let's see here. So I just looked up restaurants in Olympia was, I think, what my search, or maybe it was cafes. It was cafes in Olympia. That was what I searched for when I picked up these competitors. So this one's Octopus Cafe, Octabus Cafe. I don't know how to say that, but they actually have a golden ratio, which is probably part of the reason that they're ranking above you. So they've got 114 backlinks from 56 referring domains. And 179 keywords, but see, they're bringing in 282 traffic, so they must be ranking higher for their keywords, because you are, let's see, go back to the overview. You've got more keywords than they do, but you're bringing in like, half of the traffic. So if you see here, let's look at their keywords. So see, this traffic is much higher. So they're ranking in the first position for all these keywords right here, and it's their name, their menu, and they have a pretty dang good search volume for their business name. But yeah, they're ranking for a lot of the same keywords that you are. But see, they're also ranking, bottom. This is page 3, page 4. So they need to do the same thing that you do, and you'd be able to funnel a lot more of this traffic, because right now they're in the first position for their business name, which is being searched 500 times, but they're only getting 84 traffic from it. So, but yeah, and then look at another competitor. So this one, the Shipwreck Cafe is ranking for, they don't have barely anything for backlinks. See how there's like no power and no trust? So they need more backlinks. They're not doing SEO at all. These are probably all organic links that have just come in over the years, because, you know, you'll start to rank for things organically when you've been in business for a long time, because people are going to link to you, you know, different blogs, different, you know, what am I trying to say? Different, like, people talking about good food, or, you know, reviews, stuff like that. Sometimes those provide links, and so you'll see, you know, organic links there, but they're probably not building any actual backlinks every month. Okay, let's see. They've got 605 keywords they're ranking for. And see, all these keywords, they're still getting some traffic from all these keywords on the first page. That's why they're getting so much traffic. And these are all location-specific keywords as well. So you guys are all three doing, you know, really good in the keyword, you know, in the keyword part. It's just getting you ranking in the top positions for the keywords that you have right now. That's going to be the best way to drive traffic to the website and get you some more people. So yeah, you can see here, see the keyword difficulty is 11, and they're in the third position. So they're doing SEO, because a keyword difficulty of 11 usually would take probably a year or more to rank for in the first 3 positions, with doing SEO consistently for 12 months. So yeah, those are some of the, you know, competitors, and how, like, why they're ranking above you, and, you know, the way that we can get you to beat them out. So I'm going to shoot you 2 more screencasts for the other 2 businesses, and I won't go into as much detail as this one, since I already kind of explained what the things are. I'll just kind of show you where you're sitting at, as far as, you know, the rankings for those businesses as well. So I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for taking the time, and I will talk to you soon.